What's up, everybody? This is Rich from True Budget EDC and Prepping. Use your gear or lose your gear, because if you're not using it, you might as well lose it. So I just wanted to come on here and do a quick go over of XPAC material. I just see a lot of videos. A lot of people seem confused or just flat out wrong, and it's a lot to go over. I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time and don't have the opportunity to research stuff, and that's like my gig. You know what I mean? I research stuff and I read about it, and I remember it. I pretty much remember all I read. It's just that's my only talent, like, you know what I'm saying? So I do go over things, and I will link the XPAC site in the description, so you can go on and check it out anytime you want. I will also link the Cordura site in the description as well. They are two different materials. I've been seeing some confusion with people saying XPAC and Cordura are the same thing, or that this is VX 22 and it's a Cordura facing, and it's actually not. So my autism made me do this, because I'm actually autistic. I don't really talk about it a lot. I mean, not that I'm ashamed of it or anything. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't come up a lot. Like, people that I know, so it's like not a big deal. Yeah, there's very little diagnosis for adults with autism. Basically, it's a thing they diagnose in kids. Adults that have autism a lot of times have already developed workarounds, because they lived their whole life with autism, so they already know how to get around certain things. I mean, I'm not sped or anything, like, so they don't really have like a diagnostic for adults. So basically what they do is you go to the doctor, they give you like some tests, and they go, it's a very high likelihood that you're on the spectrum or whatever. But my reason for going was I have two autistic kids with two different wives, so obviously I'm the common denominator, and yeah, so I am, whatever, it's all good. But my autistic talent is everything I read I remember. So I had to read a couple times, and I remember it. When I was in 4th grade, I had a senior, reading level. I just always read and comprehended really well, and that's the only superpower I have from autism, besides not giving a shit. that's another thing. But so that's one of the reasons that I just really read really fast. I can skip, I can skim, I can speed read, and if I do it a few times, I remember it. So I have done research on XPAC, and I pretty much remember it. So XPAC is a sailcloth inspired material. A lot of people think it's sailcloth. It's actually not. It's inspired from sailcloth. It is a laminate. There's multiple types of XPAC. There's an LS. There's a X3, X4. The ones that are like Alpaca uses mostly are X3 and X4. And there's other companies that have similar materials as well. I know Chrome Industries has one called Black Chrome 22. Can't find out a lot of information about that. I think they make that proprietary, and they're obviously not giving out their information, so they only have a few bags. So I'm going to look into that. But as far as XPAC goes, all their stuff is listed on their website, so it's pretty out there to research. So XPAC is not Cordura. Cordura is a totally different material made by a totally different company. XPAC is made by Dimension Polyant, which is actually a sailcloth producing company, and XPAC is like a subsidiary of them, and the material is actually inspired by sailcloth. Again, not sailcloth and not Cordura. So let's look at something here that I have. This is an XPAC, or it is XPAC actually. This is X50. This is an X3 laminate. It has a 500D Cordura face. Underneath that, it has a 0.25 mil polyester sheeting, and it has a X-ply layer, which is black at a 22-degree angle. It is a fiber reinforced recycled polyester fiber, and that just gives it extra strength. So if you look at this, you can see what it looks like, right? Cordura is basically, it says that it's a high tenacity nylon fiber, and that's it. It's not mixed with anything else. It's not like, a laminate or anything. It's just, this item is a laminate, but Cordura itself is just the nylon fibers basically, and you can just look at it, and it's kind of like a canvas type of material. You can see the weave right there. So that's what Cordura is, made by DuPont, I believe. This is the XPAC VX21. So if you look at that, you can see the difference, right? Let me put them together actually. So this is a Cordura. Now I can't see, but whatever, you get the idea. So you can see the totally different weaves that they have in there. This VX21 is an X4 laminate, so this is 4 layers. This has a 210 denier nylon polyester face. So this is a combination of nylon and polyester. It's 60 nylon, 40 poly, whereas Cordura is just straight nylon. So this is not mixed with anything. It also has a 0.25 mil sheeting of polyester in there. It also has the fiber reinforced X-ply layer, but it also has a 50D taffeta backing. So this is a 4-layer laminate, the X4. This is the VX21. This is the X50, which is Cordura. And like I said, obviously you can see the difference in the weave. It is totally different. So yeah, Cordura, totally different fabric. VX21, totally different fabric. Here's another item in a different, that's 500D Cordura. This is an item made by Rough Enough, and this is also Cordura. And as you can see, again, totally different weave. I believe this is a 300D. Cordura is, I believe, 300, 700, 500, 700, and 1,000, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but this is another form of Cordura, and as you can see, obviously, it is also very different in construction. So those are just comparison between the Cordura from 2 different companies to the XPAC VX21. So those are different. This is also XPAC VX21. As you can see, very different than the Cordura, even by the same company, by Alpaca. It looks totally different. I'm not doing this right, but like you can see, totally different material, right? Also, the VX42. This is Alpaca Gear VX42. Looks very similar to the VX21, right? Like, it's very hard to tell these two apart because they are very similar. But this being a 210 denier nylon facing, this is a 420 denier nylon facing. So this is also a mixture of polyester and nylon. This is 70% nylon, 30% poly. So this has got a stronger facing. It has the other similar materials as the VX21, the polyester, the mill sheeting, the taffeta backing, as well as the X-ply layer. So that's just a little tutorial, I guess. I was just trying to set it straight. Like I said, only reason because I've studied it so much, I was like, oh, that's not right, that's not right. But I'm like, you know, it is a lot to take in. And like I said, people don't have time, and sometimes people don't remember. I mean, the way I read is different, my brain works different, so, you know what I'm saying? But this VX42 is pretty awesome. It's just heavier duty than the VX21. The VX21, they say, is their lightest material, whereas the XPAC X50 is their most rugged material. So this is XPAC X50, which is a 50 denier Cordura facing, which is totally different than any other material that XPAC has. There's multiple X50s, I think. I'm not really sure. There's like a camo one. I don't know what's up with those. I didn't study those, but these are 3 of the most common ones: the VX42, the X50, and the VX21. So the 21 is a 4-layer laminate. It's their lightest material. The VX42 is also a 4-layer laminate. It's a bit stronger in the facing. It is 420D nylon poly face, whereas the VX21 is a 210D nylon poly 60/40. XPAC X50 is 500D Cordura face, X3 material. So that's all I got for that. Yeah, like I said, there's other companies that are making sailcloth inspired technology. Chrome Industries has it. I've seen another one too, but it's coming out. It's not like as readily available as what XPAC has, but there's some other XPACs too, like a VX25. I'm not really sure what's up with that. There's only like 1 item in it, so that's not like one of their super popular items. But the VX42, the VX21, the XPAC X50, you know, those are pretty, you know, pretty solid. They're also, like this bag, a lot of the bags that they have also have a 1680D ballistic nylon back here, which is super awesome. And they're all DWR coated as well. All the ones I showed, the X50, the VX21, and the VX42 all have a DWR coating, which is durable water repellent. They're all 100%, you know, waterproof, which is weird that you put water repellent on stuff that's waterproof. But whatever. You definitely go to the website and check out what they have to say. It does say that it's 100% waterproof, like they call it forever waterproof. And the only way that water's going to get in is like where the zippers are. You know, sometimes there's that little gap. There's nothing you can do about that. It's unlikely. I mean, don't throw it in a puddle of water or a lake. Otherwise, it'll be fine. I mean, even the, you know, these AquaGuard zippers are pretty good though, I gotta say. You got some, this has basically nothing. There's a little tiny gap right there, but it's barely there. So, I believe all of them use the Hypalon zipper pulls, which is a synthetic rubber that is UV resistant and chemical resistant. The bags, the other bag that I have. So this is a little go over of XPAC X50. You guys have a good one. I will link the websites to the Cordura and to the XPAC site. Check it out if you get a chance.